Hey everyone, welcome back to Code of the Row. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to make some weapon effects, trails, hit animations, and sounds using Ninja Bear Studios. Let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing I'm going to do is just head over to my animation montage where my melee scan takes place. And I'm going to click on this melee scan to pop it up in the details tab on the right. Just make sure that it is working. So for example, my scan mode is a line trace. Source is going to be from the weapon. I have these socket prefix of the scan. And then also the trail gameplay queue tag will be my gameplay queue.combat.melee trails, like so. And once that's set up, I'm going to go over to my ninja combat weapon actor, which is my BP katana in this case. And then I'm just going to select the root, which is the BP katana itself. Under the melee impact sounds, this will only show the actual name of the impact. So for example, if I select this one, or this one, for example, it'll just play this whenever there's an actual impact. And then I can also look for some melee impact particles. And I'm going to use the KY underscore hit slash like so. And then you can add some melee hit effect classes over here if you want to go ahead and create some, or if you want to make some melee impact strikes, such as some camera shakes that are defaulted into Unreal. Or you can add some melee impact strikes, such as camera shakes if you wanted to. And let's just go ahead and test this as is with the impact sound and the particles. So I'll hit compile and save and click play on my level. So the first time you run this, it'll probably just load the shaders that you'll see on the top left. So you may not actually see your animation or your trails play the first time. But for me, since my particles are loaded and my shaders are loaded, when I slash, you'll see the red slash go behind my sword real quick. And it's only showing from the duration of my melee source, like so. And you're going to see that there is no sounds currently, but when I actually have an impact, like so, you're going to see that little impact slash or that effect take place of the blue aura going around him. And you'll hear the sound, and the enemy also plays the hit reaction. And let's say you have a lot of sounds that you want to just kind of play randomly on impact. You can actually just create a sound cue by right clicking, going to audio, selecting sound cue. I'm just going to call this random slash sounds, like so. I'll double click to open this up. And then from the output node, I'm just going to right click and look for a random to connect the output into here. And once the output is connected, I'll hit save, and then I'll go back to my folder, and I'm just going to look for a bunch of wave files, and I'll just select a good amount. Let's just select the first 10. And now with all of these selected, when I go back to my random slash sounds, I can right click and actually just choose from selected, and then look for the random multiple waves like so. And I can actually get rid of the other random node, and you'll see that it all already comes connected. And then I'll just connect the output over here to this output and hit save. You can also add whatever sound class you want or attenuation settings. Adding a class will be really useful if you plan to add some sort of controls for your sounds where players can lower these sound effects, for example, all at once just by lowering the default class and the options setting. But for the tutorial, I'll be skipping that part. And now back in my BB Katana, under the melee impact sound, I can just look for that random slash sounds and hit compile. So now every time there's an impact, it'll play one of these 10 connected. And now I'm just going to create another one. And I'm going to create another sound cue for swoosh sounds. So this is just going to be the actual attack just waving without having any impact. And now I'll look for these like kind of wind sounds as if you wave a sword really fast and don't hit anything. And I'll just go ahead and just select all of them like so. And then I will just go back to my swoosh sound cue, right click, and then do a random and then connect the output. So this time I selected quite a lot, but yeah. And then I'll go back to my BP katana, and then I'll go ahead and connect the swoosh sounds. So now when I go ahead and hit compile and save and click play, it'll just play a random sound from that file or from that sound cue, like so. And I can actually go ahead and attack this guy, so it'll play one swoosh sound and one impact sound, like so. And it'll just give a nice variety of different sound effects. That pretty much covers it for this tutorial. That's a pretty easy way on how to set up some melee effects, impact effects, some swoosh sounds, some sound effects when you just attack in general. And yeah, thanks for watching Code of the Row. Like, subscribe, and see you in the next Ninja Bears tutorial.